Good morning, YouTube. All right, I came in here a couple minutes early because I just wanted to give people a couple minutes to come in, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in this morning. This is something new that I'm doing, so I'm going to be, just testing different things and tweaking different things. So just bear with me. But I wanted to do this because I felt like it was important that I connect with my YouTube family personally and talk about different things that are important to not only myself but to everybody else. So I figured why not do this. But if you guys are looking at the title, this is season 1 episode 1. This is gun violence, and this has to do with not only just in general but mainly our youth, because our youth is very important to us. um, So yeah, I figured this is a good start. But if anybody else has any other topics or something like that they would like to discuss, please feel free to put it in the comments. You can join my live as well. Um, if you would like to come on camera and speak with me, you are more than welcome to do that. Just let me know in the comments, and I will. I'm actually here. I'm going to share. Let me see. Post a comment. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Guest invite copy. Okay, go off of that. Now I'll post a comment. Hold on, guys. All right. So there you go. If anybody would like to join in on the screen with me, just click that link and I will allow you in to join me on screen. So I'm going to give it another, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to give it about another minute, and then I'm going to get started. But like I said, again, thank you guys for the ones that are tuning in live. And also thank you guys to the ones that are watching this at a later time. I hope everybody's having a good morning. It is raining here, and they are talking about tomorrow and Friday is possible snow, but they did say less than an inch, so fingers crossed that we don't get that much. All right, you guys, welcome to the podcast. As I said before, this is season 1, episode 1. This is gun violence. And like I said, it's not only about people in general, it is about the youth because it has been happening a lot more often than what we, are used to. So to begin, I want to say, that it's really upsetting whenever you turn on the news or if you are on your phone and you see, um, a post about any kind of violence, let alone it being a youth. And the main thing that I wanted to talk about was the hanging of the child that was in a bathroom in a school. Y'all, listen. They said that they were wrestling or something to that extent, and the boy got hung. I don't see how that can happen. If you're fighting in a bathroom, how do you hang somebody if you're just fighting in a bathroom? Like that to me, like I don't um let me see. Child, come on. Okay. So there is new details that are released about this that happened. Now, this was a 7-year-old that was in a Charles County school bathroom. It says, the victim's mother posted on social media that her child was hanged by his hoodie onto a hook in a bathroom stall and was hospitalized as a result. And this is words from the mother. She said, my child, who is a 2nd grader, was hung in the boys' bathroom by a 4th grader. The mother's social media post read, I received the most traumatizing phone call from the school stating that my child was being rushed to Children's Hospital in NW. I'm feeling anger and seeing red, but my son is here by the grace of God, and I will forever be thankful. Paperwork provided by the family from the hospital lists one of his injuries as neck contusions, which is caused by blunt trauma. The 7-year-old is a 2nd grader at the Paul Barnhart Elementary School in Waldorf, Maryland. Since then, the county superintendent has issued 2 statements regarding the situation. And he said, I am aware of the heartache and anger and of the recent incident at the elementary school has caused our community, and I appreciate the continued support, understanding, and patience as Charles County Public Schools and Barnhart administrators work fully to investigate this situation. There's nothing to investigate. If a boy was hung by his hoodie on a hook, it was deliberate. And what 4th grader does stuff like this? Like, I understand boys will be boys. I understand that. I understand that there'll be, fights and things like that. But to hang him on a hook by his hoodie, like, that's just taking it too far. But another topic, actually not another topic, but another situation is, I think it was an 18-year-old that was shot. It was probably I'll say not even a week ago. In a city that's probably 10 minutes from me. It's crazy. And another one, Allegheny County SWAT team apprehends a man linked to a Wilkinsburg homicide. Now, this is a 24-year-old that was taken into custody from an outstanding warrant that was issued back in June. Now, they received a call that a 26-year-old was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. I can see if it is self-defense by any means, protect yourself. But I don't know. I don't see just being able to just shoot somebody that. To me, that's just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's ridiculous that the gun violence is getting so bad, and it's affecting our youth and, taking people's children away from us. And, it's unnecessary acts of violence. It really is. It's not. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you guys this, and, people are going to have mixed emotions about this, but taking firearms away from people are not going to solve problems. They are not going to completely get rid of violence. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. This can kill somebody. This can kill somebody if you hit them the right way. You could literally take somebody's life with anything. So taking a firearm away from somebody, or firearms away from citizens who are legally able to own them, is not going to solve anything. It's not going to get rid of violence. A firearm does not harm somebody sitting there. Someone physically has to pick it up. So if you're going to do anything, make it a harsher punishment for somebody that commits an act of violence using the firearm. Don't take the firearms away from us, because, like I said, the firearms don't do anything when they are sitting there. Okay. In the recent, I would say in the past couple years, violence has gotten so bad in certain areas. I'm not going to say it's in every area. In certain areas, tends to be worse than other ones, but I don't know, guys. It's ridiculous that mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles and cousins and sisters and brothers have to go through things like that whenever a family member is taken away from them. Fortunately, I have never had to endure that type of pain. I have had family members that were shot, but fortunately, they are still here. The pain is real. Whenever you get a call about something that is that tragic and you don't know what to expect, and the thoughts that are going through your head when you're sitting there hoping that they make it. Unfortunately, my family members, the two that had to endure that, are still here. So I'm really, really thankful for that. And it kind of makes you not want to take life for granted anymore, because you never know when you're going to speak to somebody and it's going to be the last time that you speak to them. So to my family, even though that some of us may not speak, on a daily basis, I love each and every one of my family members. And, that it's sad that there is some family members that cannot pick up the phone and call their family members, or call that one person that unfortunately did not make it. Especially children. When you lose a child to gun violence, it is the worst. And I've seen so many posts and so many things on the news that a child's life was taken. They could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time. I do remember seeing something on the news. This was probably a year or so back, that a mother and her child were killed in front of a store. There was another one that a mother and a child were sitting in a car and the child was shot. Under 2 years old was shot in the vehicle. There is a park that is less than 10 minutes away from me that is dedicated to a child that was killed in a vehicle. If you guys look it up, it's Ryan Hackey Park. And this child didn't do anything. It was a stray bullet. The person that was shooting was aiming for somebody else, and it ended up hitting this poor innocent child. And I'm going to have to one day make a video and show you guys this park. But I'm not going to be able to do it anytime soon because the park is closed because of the season. So I won't be able to do it until like April. But if you guys look it up, you guys can see it. If you Google it, you can see it. Let me see. Now, I don't know if I'm getting sick or not, so bear with me. I'm sorry. This is that is the child. It says Pennsylvania Board of Probation and Parole deny the early release of Vaughn Mathis, a career criminal and murderer of 1-year-old Ryan Hackey. He was sitting in the car with one of his family members and was unfortunately taken away from us. But it says toddler's killer gets 9 to 18 year term sentence. 9 to 18 years for taking a child's life. It's really a shame. Like to me, as a mother, you worry about that every single day whenever your child leaves the house. And your child could be an adult and you still wonder. Okay. There's actually the little boy too. See it? Yeah, y'all, it's a shame. It really is. But anyway, so yeah, I want to thank you guys all for, like I said, for the ones that are watching this live and for the ones that are watching this at a later date. I really appreciate it. It's going on 15 minutes now. So yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Actually it says 18 minutes, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to do this like a normal, season. But like I said, if anybody has any suggestions on other topics for my future podcast, if you guys can just put it in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. But this one I felt like this one was important because of all the violence that is going on in the world now, especially with our youth. I, felt like this was one of the most important topics to talk about. So if you guys have any other suggestions for me for next week, then, just drop them in the comments and, I'll write them down and definitely, give you a shout out for, giving me the suggestion. So, but yeah, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to make myself some more coffee and, get my house cleaned a little bit. I got to run out. I'm actually going to Sam's Club to go get gas because it is only $2.99, and anywhere around here where I live at is like $3.49 and up. So I'm taking advantage of my membership, not only just to shop, but for gas. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, drop it in the comments, whether you're watching it now or, when you watch it later. Drop it in the comments of topics that you would like me to talk about, and I will get to it. All right, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so that way you guys can see the future podcasts. Like I said, guys, I'm tweaking it up. I'm going to be, fixing some things and doing some things different. So this is the very first one that I'm doing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I start this podcast. And like I said, if anybody would like to join in any of my podcasts, feel free. If you want to, put it in the comments and just say, hey, Diaz, I want to be in your next, podcast. Let me know. All right. I understand people, are working during the week, but I actually should have did these on Saturday mornings. So let me know if you guys want to be in my weekly podcast, then maybe we can switch it to Saturdays. If it would work for anybody else, if anybody would like to join in, I would possibly like to be able to get a panel going. So that way we can, throw some ideas around and get some opinions on, the topics that we do talk about, and get opinions, not just with me, but with everybody, that's in the panel. All right, you guys. So I will see you guys. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next podcast.